Hi, welcome back. A federal judge in Virginia deals the new Obama health care law a setback. Judge Henry Hudson ruled the government cannot force people to buy a product, in this case, health insurance. The Obama administration was quick to react. The Department of Justice and the White House both expressed their disagreement with Judge Hudson's decision and their optimism about the long-term prospects for the viability of the individual mandate.
Our belief is that when all of the legal wrangling is said and done, this is something that will be upheld.
The decision will likely rest with the Supreme Court, which could get an appeal within a year or two. 21 states are currently involved in multiple legal challenges to the health care bill, including Louisiana. Well, the White House and other supporters of the new health care reform law argue you must buy insurance, so insurance companies will be prevented from discriminating on the basis of pre-existing conditions. And this morning, Dr. Donald Palmisano from Tulane University joins us to explain why he believes the reform law isn't the right way of solving the problems with the nation's health care system. Dr. Palmisano, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
What are your biggest concerns about this health care reform law, or so-called health care reform?
Right. Well, this was a hastily put together bill that was rushed through on Christmas Eve last year. It's over 2,400 pages long. The judge says it's 2,700 pages long. And what it does is uses force and coercion rather than setting up market systems. And the judge concluded that never in the history of America, never using sections of the Constitution of the United States have they ever forced anyone to buy a product such as insurance, and he thinks that's inappropriate. When they passed this law, they said it wasn't a tax, and then when they argued before the federal court, they said it was a tax and they had the right to do it.
What do you mean by market systems, and do you believe that the administration could have used market systems to achieve much of this goal?
Absolutely. Many people have written about it. I've written about it. The American Medical Association, many groups have written about systems that would allow people to buy across state lines, to own their own insurance, to have health savings accounts, to do things that will get true competition. The goal of any plan is to increase access, decrease costs, and to ensure quality, to make sure we have good quality. This law does none of that. In fact, it's putting millions on Medicaid, a failed system. What we ought to do with the people who need help, who are on Medicaid, give them vouchers, allow them to buy from an array of choices, let there be true competition. There are many ways to fix the problem, and the government did it exactly the wrong way, and now they're using spin. Oh, it'll be okay in the long run. No, I don't think so. It won't be okay in the long run.
You've got a new book out called On Leadership.
Yes.
How do you think leadership, obviously it's going to be applied in this debate. Do you see different leaders coming forward now to steer the argument in different directions now that we've got this court ruling?
Yes, I do, and I have 2 new chapters in the second edition of the book that'll be out in the spring, and I talk about new leaders coming into Congress and at the state levels, and I believe they have captured what the people of America really want. They want a system that doesn't have coercion. It's one that embraces the free enterprise system.
And how do you see the argument shifting in the coming weeks and months? Do you think we'll see some new legislation that might achieve some of the goals that you're referring to?
Well, I think it's going to be very difficult if people stay stuck where they are right now, and what they're going to have to do is have some true cooperation. I think Congress, I would give Congress a failing grade. They certainly got a D- in what they did with this particular bill, and we need to stop all of this spending, and we need to have, we can't just keep borrowing money from China. We can't get more credit cards. What we have to do is say, what can we afford to do, and how can we do it in the best way? To say we're going to help people, we're going to protect them, in effect, by putting them in a prison, well, you may protect them from harm, but you remove their liberty, and this is all about the removal of liberty with this bill.
Dr. Palmisano, do you have any thoughts on, if market competition is brought to bear in this equation, how many Americans could possibly be insured or get medical health coverage through such a system?
Right. I think you can design a system where essentially everyone has insurance. There may be a few % that elect not to have insurance for any reason, but you're right. We have to have some individual responsibility. But certainly people who are poor, people that are striving to get out of their status of being poor, we can help them, but not with Medicaid. Right now, the majority of doctors are not going to be taking new Medicaid or Medicare patients patients. And that also, I worry about the brave military folks. Their families are on something called TRICARE, and it's pegged to this price-fixing formula. We need to allow people to properly contract with their physician. Whatever the government can afford to pay, let the government pay, and let people agree on the rest.
This debate will continue for some time. Dr. Donald Palmisano from Tulane, thanks for weighing in this morning.
Thank you very much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.